Well, here's a 30 model Marlin 336. This is after 1 year of use. You can see right here, pretty much the only place it's scratching off, and really those are pretty polished anyway, so you can't expect a lot of stuff to stay on there anyway. And then when you're loading, obviously the ammunition scratches that surface. So, but everything else, if you look at it, try and get you a close up. This barrel did really well. That's just dust on there. Even the wood, the way I finished that, turned out really well. Not really any scratches on it. And while you watched me hunt a lot last year, I used this gun quite often. I turn it around so you can see the other side. Stock handled really well. This side of the gun. Nice detail on that for you. It's just stuff out of it. So that finish did really well. Stay right on there. So I'm very pleased with that. I definitely think that if I get another rifle refinished in the future, I'll definitely put that on again. It did really well. Again, the only place that it came off was right there. And that's because, you know, you're loading the cartridges in this way, and this is usually pretty smooth. So maybe if I sanded that down, some rough paper before I sprayed that a little bit better, it might have helped, but I don't mind that. That's not a big deal to me. Well, as you can see, that 3030, the Marlin model 336 that I refinished, the finish held up really well. You got to be careful when you first put it back together. I did probably a little bit premature, a little bit early, and right where the front forestock goes on, there's a little metal band there, and that kind of scratched just a tiny bit of that because the finish was still a little soft. So if you're patient enough and don't want to put the gun back together immediately, probably that's a smarter thing to do. But I tried to put it back together, and one thing didn't fit just right, so I had to fidget with it a little bit and take it back off and put it back on, take it back off, and that's finally got a tiny little line of a scratch on the tube, the magazine where the ammo goes into. But other than that, the finish held up really good, all except for that little gate where you will put the ammunition in on the side. That just after a while scratched some of that surface off because you're running those loads through there, and that's a highly polished area because of you doing that. So the stuff didn't adhere to that really well. If I had scratched that probably up a little bit more, it might have stayed better. But I mean, you even see bluing coming right out of those spots because you're just continuously putting ammunition in there, and that came out. So that was not a big deal to me. Other than that, it looks great. Held up real good, and I use that gun quite often. Slung it on my back. You can see me with my crutches walking. If you'd watched some of my previous hunting videos of 22, I use that gun quite a bit through the thick stuff. That's almost all I used in the woods was the 30-30. Then I use a 7mm Remington Magnum for long range. That's how I got that big buck last year. And then muzzleloader, I lucked out and got a doe with a doe tag that I had purchased. So first time I've ever shot 2 deer in 1 year. Kind of wish I'd have got something with that 30-30, but I'll try again this year in 2023. And that'll be my woods gun. And that, and I still got the 308. I didn't use that at all last year, and I kind of checked that out yesterday, cleaned her all up, make sure she was good, and it's a nice gun. This got 30-30, I got a 308, and I just bought that 6.5 that I got a sight in. I haven't even sighted that in yet. So I got that and the 7mm, so I got a bunch of deer rifles. I wanted that 6.5 to kind of bridge the gap of I had a 223 I got rid of and a 30-06, so I got that 6.5 thinking I could use it for double duty as coyote, because I got 95 grain bullets for it right now to shoot 3,300 feet per second. Haven't sighted in yet, but we'll see how those shoot, and then I'll go from there. Still have the 30-30 and the 308 I can use for deer, but 6.5 was kind of a little bit of both sort of a gun, but we'll see. But anyway, and I got 22 still too, so we'll see. Turkey season's coming right up. I think this weekend will be Youth Day, I believe, and then after that, I think Monday, I think it will be everybody can hunt. So I'm gonna get a tag and hopefully get one of them this year. We'll see how it goes. But I appreciate y'all watching, and now that I'm feeling better and we've got the warmer weather out, I can get out a little bit more and try and get some videos caught up with you guys. I wasn't able to do many, especially at the end of the winter, because the end of the winter, everything's icy and rainy and slushy, and I just can't get out with my bad shoulders, and you can't use a wheelchair anywhere, and so that's kind of bad. But I did have, during the wintertime, on my Handy Capable channel, there's we on a few snowmobile trips, me and my brother, and there's got some of those on that. If you want to check that Handy Capable out and watch some of those videos. But it was a good winter, got some good riding, and I'm still debating on whether to keep that sled or buy their newer body style, maybe in a Viper or Sidewinder, or some of the Arctic Cat XF or ZR, probably that style. They ride better, just smoother. I don't think they have, especially if you're not getting a turbo, they don't have quite the horsepower of the one that I have now. But I don't need to go 300 miles an hour anyway. You get used to one thing you don't want to give up on. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth buying another sled or just keep what I have. Because, maybe I'll get out 5 to 10 times a year. Is it worth spending, $4,000 or $5,000 more on top of what I already spent for this one to get another one? I don't know. Who knows? If I won the lottery, yeah, I'd go get one, but I don't got that kind of money. So, again, I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you, and look forward to putting some more videos out for you. And one other thing I could ask y'all, I don't mean to be a pain in the rear end, but a lot of people say this stuff, but if you don't mind liking and subscribing, and also when you're watching the videos, I know how much it's a pain in the rear end to watch these commercials, but that's how we get paid, is when you watch the commercials. And if you just click past them, I understand some of them don't make any sense to me. I don't know why they do that, but if a commercial has nothing to do with the channel, I have a hunting channel, so you'd think they'd have hunting commercials on there, at least products. But when they have, something that has no relation to the videos, it don't make any sense. So I understand that, but if you could watch at least one, some of them are only 10 seconds, 5 seconds long, that would help me out a lot. I don't make hardly any money. I think I've made, since I've gotten 1,000 subscribers, I think I've gotten $300 in the last year and a half. So you don't make a lot of money, and these videos take a lot of time and money to make. Between gasoline and video footage and time compilation of making the videos and stuff, it takes some time. I don't have the other channels there where you pay people to pay to watch you and all that stuff. I want to make videos that I like to do, and if you want to watch them, I appreciate that. And if you don't, to each his own. Everybody's got certain interests, so that's fine. But I don't have a Patreon channel, because that's just a lot of stuff I don't want to get into. I just want to do these because I enjoy doing what I like to do, and people want to see, a man in my disability situation still surviving and getting out there and doing stuff, then that's cool. If you don't, then that's cool too. It's not a big deal. But again, watch the channel, watch the commercials if you don't mind, and even if you see a product on there, click on it. If it shows any kind of interest to you at all, and check it out. Usually when you do that, it pauses your video that you're watching, and then it just jumps to another tab. If you're on a computer, it opens up that website so you can check something out, and then you can just jump right back to the video and continue watching it afterwards. I've done that at a couple of friends' channels, and actually ordered some things out of some of them to help them out, and also, you know, it's something interesting to me that I wanted. So it works out sometimes if you got any interest in something there. I appreciate it, y'all. We'll get some more videos out for you soon. I got a stack of them I want to build, and I got a surprise video I want to show you here soon. Maybe when I first go to camp, I'll try and bring all this stuff out there, but it's a surprise, something I want to do. I watched East Grand Woodsman a lot, and he had a series on these, and it kind of just finally took me over the top on wanting to just get into it. So that's the little clue for you right now. If you want to watch some of Tom's videos, it might help you out. But thanks again. We'll talk to you later.